Yep, there you have it, guys. It happened to me, and trust and believe, it happens to the best of us. I did not think that I might fall victim to such a lousy scam. I'm being taken for a ride, and I asked the question, not to say it was going to be answered nonetheless, but I had to ask. I'm like, am I being scammed? I think it was at 1821, and when I realized that there's no responsibility, actually spot if you might be taken for a ride. But I actually fell for it, and yes, I lost that much. And you might be thinking, how can one person lose that amount of money in one scam? And let me tell you guys, I was scammed 3 times in 1 month. Just before you judge me, please hold on and sit tight and watch the full video. This particular client that had actually requested, so let me just show you guys. I still have the numbers saved. Yep, let me scroll up, and as I'm talking, guys, I'm going to insert this particular clip so that you can see the conversation. So what started off as an innocent request, somebody requested from Jubilee Mall to a nearby estate and said, listen, I'm going from this place to that place. And I looked at the amount. That was about, I think, 20 rand, 19 rands to be exact. And immediately when the request came in, I accepted. I drove towards Jubilee Mall.
Hello, Bobby. What's his name? Spicy. Spicy doesn't.
That lady who had requested said, you're not picking up anybody from the mall. I want you to go and buy something from me. I went into Pick n Pay, and there was a number of things that I was asked to send. I remember the list quite vividly. It was 1 liter Coca-Cola, white bread, Albani, it was bar one, chocolate, it was a refuse bag, flaming hot Doritos as well, that she had asked for me to buy for her. Those items costed, I think, around about 98 rands or something. Then
as soon as you're done purchasing, please let me know. Don't just drive off so I can tell you what we need to do next. Thanks.
Okay, no stress at all. Then on top of that, she had asked me to buy her Betway vouchers. So the vouchers were 250, two 250 vouchers and 250 rand vouchers. So all in all, it was 250 times 2, 150 times 2. So 250 is 500. 150 times 2, 300, meaning 800 worth of vouchers, Betway vouchers, then including the smaller food items that she had asked me to purchase for her. So, okay, I got the Pick n Pay on no. I'm gonna buy the stuff that you requested. Yeah, cool stuff. Food items that she had asked me to purchase for her. Went into Pick n Pay, bought the vouchers, and she had specifically asked for blue vouchers. I bought OTT, but it was not my doing. The cashier who was actually punching in on the system made a mistake, and the lady that I was buying the items for asked me for the slips to say, let me see the totals, let me see the amount that you have spent so that I can be able to reimburse you. And as a motivation, and what actually made me go and buy those items for her, the trip was 20 rand, and she said, as a thank you, as an incentive, I'm going to give you 200 rands. And I mean, guys, I'm in the business of making money. You can judge me all you want, but I'm in the business of making money. A trip was 20 rand and a 200 extra as an incentive for just buying a couple of items. Come on, it's a no-brainer. At that time, my mind was not even there. Went into it, very happy, I'm having a good day, bought those items, and I sent the vouchers to her. And she said, no, you can hide the pins, it's fine. Vele, I hid the pins. I've hid the voucher number so that she doesn't have to redeem them without actually sending money to me. Sharp, the lady said, no, I specifically asked for blue vouchers. You bought OTT. And I was like, shucks. I spoke to that lady. She had me. Let me rush back to Pick n Pay and try and sort this out. Spoke to that lady and said, listen, I did not say that I want OTT vouchers. I want blue vouchers. There was a whole back and forth. For about 10 minutes, I'm losing my...
50. Yeah,
Yeah, bare OTT voucher le blue voucher di a tshwana. It's the same thing. Net how we load them app and you'll have to select OTT instead of blue voucher. So that's what they say in most shops. So I give you get yeah. Is it possible to like change? Yeah, so you're not blue voucher. And, yeah, blue voucher. When I'm listing mobile quiz.
There was a whole back and forth. For about 10 minutes, I'm losing my patience. And now I have to speak to the store manager. And guys, English, guys, can you just speak in our something? I'm fuming. I'm thinking, I'm wasting the client's time, guys. The request came in at 16:57, if I'm not mistaken. 16:57, and I'm wasting time. The client is waiting for these things. You guys are taking back and forth. No, we can't take them back. What if you send it to them? And I show it to them to say, listen, I actually sent her the vouchers, but I've hit the voucher pin or the number, so she can't be able to redeem those things. Back and forth. And at that time, I'm actually starting to really have a bad day. That's when now everything hits the fan. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. The lady says, no, you know what, Peterson? It's fine. I can still use the OTT vouchers. They're still fine. Then I'm heading back to my car now with the items, with the receipts and everything. Then she says, oh, by the way,
Do you mind getting my colleague the same amount that you got for me, and then I will just add it onto your final payment?
Like the same amount of what? Like when you got blue voucher or when you got a so that I can just be yo guys, I'm really frustrated right now. Just I will need specific instructions. Blue voucher 250, blue voucher 150. It's a guy that I can be able to go, but I just want to go to a different store. I'm not going back to Pick n Pay. I'm sorry.
and I'm thinking, it doesn't hurt. I can quickly rush. Oh, one of the things that she also said is that my friend will also give you 200 for your efforts. I'm thinking, I'm making 420 on a 20 rand trip. Let me know what's the fuss. I mean, let me just do it. Went back, but I was like, this time I'm not going to Pick n Pay. I actually went to Spa in Jubilee Mall, rushed into that particular store, bought the vouchers, and funny enough, I'm explaining to the client to say, not the client, the cashier to say, this is exactly what had happened. I want to repeat myself. I don't want OTT vouchers. I want blue vouchers. She's listening to me, laughing. Guys, because my lips were getting dry. I was so stressed. I was now fuming, thinking, you know what? I've wasted so much time, but yet I'm still going to get paid. Swipe 800 and what happened, guys?
Yeah. Bing, 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 bing.
500, 250 vouchers times 2, 150 times 2 vouchers. And the lady keeps on saying, no, send your account number. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm getting the money back from the customer now. And I said, oh, she says, total the numbers. And I'm like, the total is 1.6 plus the 83 rand or 93 rand for the food items that you had asked me, plus the 200 times 2 for the incentive, plus the 20 rand for the actual trip. So everything was around about 2,000 or so, or 1.8 roughly. But I think it should be more because the food items cost 98 rand, but I'll get the actual amount. 93 rand plus 1.6 for the vouchers, plus 400 for, 2,040 rand, I think, if I were to round it off. I sent the vouchers, but I hit the pins once again. And she says, no, my friend can't see the vouchers, or my colleague can't see the vouchers. I'm like, what do you mean? She says, nah, just send me the vouchers. I'm thinking, guys, we've already established trust between each other. Why is it that now I'm being asked to send the vouchers again, or the actual pin? I send all the receipts. I have proven that I can be trusted, and at this point, I'm really getting worried. Am I still, but I still trust you guys to do the right thing. I think I sent the message, I don't know what, but I actually ended up deleting the message. Then I called her, it said ringing. I sent the message and said, my sister, Dinta, like 2 ticks, Called again, it started saying calling, and I then realized that, hey, I'm being scammed. I'm being taken for a ride. And I asked the question, not to say it was going to be answered nonetheless, but I had to ask. I'm like, am I being scammed? I think it was at 1821. And when I realized that there's no response, it's only one tick, I sent the message again and said, you know what? No stress, left it at that. It's okay. I guess I'm being played. But something said, just call again. Maybe it's just network. Oh, just like that, guys. 2,000 and odd rands was taken from my account, and it was not even taken. I was not even robbed. It was not even gunpoint. I went to the store, bought the items, bought the vouchers, sent it to the client, and I had hope that I'm going to be paid back. So any of the Uber drivers or Bolt drivers, guys, I would urge you guys to be very careful. Yes, it could be a favor, and somebody could be saying, Peterson, you would have seen that this is a scam. But at that particular time, guys, you're not even thinking about that. You're just thinking, let me go an extra mile for my customers that are even willing to compensate and even give me some sort of an incentive or extra funds for the effort that I'm making.